Okay guys, so here we are going to be looking at 2 laps in a 1-to-1 head-to-head. I'm basically going to be trying to beat the world record time around the Nordschleife, which was set in the 919 Evo by the man called Timo Bernard. He crossed the finish line with 5 minutes 19.5, and we're going to be trying to beat that in a set of course. Here you can see both laps are side by side going through this little S section. Some of them curbs you have to avoid, but some like this one on the right you can actually go on top of because it's quite flat and doesn't really affect the car too much. We are a little bit ahead so far already because of in a set of course the 919 Evo is a bit quicker than real life, but along the straight of real life does catch up, which makes it a pretty even lap overall. And it's going to have to leave you to wait to the end to see who actually wins because it is very close. But as you can see, going up the hill here into this flat left hand, we are basically even with the lap. Going into this right-hander, getting it down to like 3rd gear, trying to avoid that inside curve because it can bounce you out really wide. And then going downhill into the, I believe it's called foxhole section, I don't know. But again, pretty even. He will maybe gain a bit on his head down this straight. Quick left-hander into a short braking zone around this right corner into a very slow section that you always see people flying off on them YouTube videos. But he is ahead now, going down this straight. Going into a double left-hander now, which is going to be flat out for the first one. Around this corner, keeping it tight to the inside, then like 3 downshifts going into this right-hander. Now with this right-hander, it's kind of like a 2 apex thing, but you want to hit the second one, kind of miss the first bit, and then get a good exit out. It'll give you the best lap time. This is flat out through here, and then you got the hit-miss corners. We actually hit the first one, and it sends us out wide, and we have to lift, which causes a lot of time, to be fair. I think this is the slowest corner on the track now. Going through it, we're about evens again on the lap time if you look in the bottom right. And then we got another left-hander here. I can never seem to get to the outside limit on this one, so definitely a bit more time through there. Going up this right-hander, just a small downshift. We almost messed it up and go into the wall there, but we managed to recover. And now we got a small straight into a flat-out left-hander, and then you got this kind of awkward. I find it really awkward to get this right-hander into the long straight that goes all the way up the hill a bit now. Definitely going to be losing a bit of time here to real life because of the straight line speed, but we'll gain it back later in the lap. Going up the hill here into the right-hander before the carousel is the next time we have to brake, I believe. Super long run up here, it gives you a lot of time to think about where you're going to brake and when to turn in. That was bravery corner, just completely flat out. No need to worry about that one. Now here we're going to be braking just before the curve. Get it stopped nicely, turned in, and slingshot it back out. We get a little bit of oversteer, so we have to correct it, which sets off our exit a bit fully. Braking at this tree on the left here, keeping it on the inside of the carousel. Now, in real life, he does not use the carousel and stays on the outside. I don't know the reason for that. Probably just put the cars too low to the ground or something. It'll affect the aerodynamics, I don't know. But going up through this left-hander, now getting into the nice, quick and flowing section of the track. You know, it's got all these high-speed corners that just like reward lap time if you super committed and just send it into the inside. I'll go over all these curves if you can, and avoid this one on the inside because it'll send you flying. And then a little downshift for this left-hander. You have to be careful here on this right bit. If you look in the bottom right now, you'll see that he's almost alongside with us and just perfectly matching. And this is like the YouTube corner, I believe, where everyone always crashes as well. Going up into this left-hander, and then it's going to be like a pretty flat-out section now with like maybe some lifts and I think maybe one downshift for this right-hander here. But still both pretty even. We're a little bit ahead though. But this next corner is completely flat up here, going past all these minimal turns up until this right-hander up the hill, followed by the left. It's going to lead into the second carousel. This one's also was a bit risky sometimes because I always go a bit wide and then you keep it on the inside on the black side on the inside bit for the second carousel, and then you want to be super committed into here, but we actually go wide and almost touch the grass, which would have messed up the lap. And then going onto the long back straight now, which gives you even more time to think about how you're going to brake for this last turn or last 3-4 turns of the lap. And you just basically waiting, get a little bit of time to relax your arms, but the real life Evo is so much faster in a straight line, so he's gaining all the time back on us right now. And if you look at this this bridge coming up, you'll be able to see that if we both go past the bridge, we are just maybe a fraction ahead, but it's practically evens right now. Going into this final braking zone now, I'm braking just as you go around this corner in a straight line, trying to get the best entrance over this curve a little bit for us, and then going left and into this right-hander and across the line. And we managed to get in 18.7, he gets a 19.5. That puts us in the first place.